On Monday, Texas Democrats prevent a vote in Texas by leaving the state. The state's House reps were given the green light by Trump to redraw the districts in the state that would give Republicans 5 more seats. However, the vote to redraw the map needs a quorum, which is a minimum number of lawmakers, before it can proceed. With the Democrats out of the state, the Texas House does not have the quorum to continue. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued arrest warrants for the Democrats, but since they're out of the state, they are also out of the governor's jurisdiction. The next day, Trump threatens to take over D.C. after an attack on a former DOGE worker. The assault was around 3 a.m. in an attempted carjacking. This attack prompted Trump to threaten to bypass local authority and impose direct federal control over the city. In his Truth Social post, he said, "If D.C. doesn't get its act together and quickly, we will have no choice but to take federal control of the city and run this city how it should be run." Then on Wednesday, the Department of Homeland Security removes age limits for ICE recruits to boost hiring for Trump deportations. Currently, ICE applicants must be between 21 and 40 years old. But now Kristi Noem says, we no longer have a cap on how old you can be, and you can now sign up at age 18. The next day, Trump posted on social media that he instructed the Department of Commerce to immediately begin working on a new census based off of his preferred parameters. Experts said it was unclear exactly what Trump was calling for, whether it was changes to the next scheduled census in 2030, or if Trump was calling for a mid-decade census that would be used for apportionment, which could reallocate congressional seats and hopefully give Republicans more seats. Either way, critics say that Trump cannot do this without congressional approval, because the census is governed by law, the Census Act, and not to mention, the Constitution. Then on Friday, Trump secretly signed a directive to the Pentagon to begin to use military force to target drug cartels in foreign countries that he has labeled as terrorist organizations. This signals Trump's continued willingness to use the military to reach his goals, rather than go through local law enforcement or through cooperation with foreign countries. Critics point out that this move by Trump, without congressional approval, might not be legal, and therefore killing foreign civilians by our military without approval, even if they're criminals, might be classified as murder. The next day, Trump fires the IRS Commissioner Billy Long after the IRS refused to share information on taxpayers who are suspected of being here illegally because the request violated privacy rights. It's not certain if Long's firing was a direct result of the IRS's refusal or simply a coincidence. Finally on Sunday, Trump posted that he's having a news conference on Monday about making DC safer from all the homeless people and violence. In a post he said he was going to kick out all the homeless people and arrest all the criminals. Specifically, he said, "No more Mr. Nice Guy. We want our capital back." However, statistics show that DC's crime rate has dropped and is at the lowest level it's been in 6 years.